Okay, joining me now is former acting Attorney General Matthew Whitaker. Matthew, it's great to have you back on. Okay, reports are coming in that Republican lawmakers and staffers on two of Capitol Hill's leading investigative panels, its House Oversight and Senate Homeland Security, they still plan to pursue pay-to-play conflicts of interest accusations involving the Biden family. So which is the what's the low-hanging fruit here? What do you say?
Well, there's sure a lot, and I'm glad to be on with you tonight. I think the Hunter Biden situation continues to not only be investigated by the Department of Justice, but I think Congress, through these committees in the House and the Senate, should continue to pursue that. But there are also other family members, his daughter-in-law, his brothers, I think have also needed some attention to what their business dealings are in this administration. I think the real concern, Liz, is that for the next 4 years, if there is not an active oversight function of Congress looking into these pay-to-play allegations, and not only previously when he was vice president, but also now that he's president, I think people could get away with very bad business deals without the attention of the Republicans in the Congress.
You know, one of them includes Biden's son-in-law, Howard Krein, who's alleged to have touted his links to the president. He's a chief medical officer for Startup Health. The company is investing like about $2 billion in more than 350 tech startups over the last year. And, you know, companies are approaching his company because of his access to the president, and that they want to get into federal and state agencies with things like COVID vaccine, distribution software and the like. What are your thoughts about that?
Well, I think that's a very dangerous area if people are approaching him because of the relationship he has with the president to try to get the attention for their product and their commercial interest. And so I would expect that this will continue to have a spotlight on it. I think we need to pay attention to what this company that the son-in-law is involved in and others in his family to make sure that they're not getting any special treatment or being able to cut the line and get federal money or federal attention that they don't deserve on the merits.
Critics are saying it seems like it's par for the course for the Biden family. It was featured in an ad for a law firm, the Berman Law Group, that showcased his ties to President Biden, saying, quote, "My brother." He's not a lawyer, he's an advisor to this law firm. But it seems like it's so out there inside the Biden family that it's okay to run advertisements touting their connection to the president.
Right. And my sense is this is not new for the Biden family. I think for the 8 years that Joe Biden was vice president, there were allegations, especially with his son Hunter, but others in his family, that they were taking advantage of that relationship and that access. And so, this is something that this president has made statements about being above board and about being more than ethical, about doing things the right way. I really want to see the proof in the pudding, and I want to see that they have taken the right steps to make sure that these family members don't have access that is not consistent with the highest ethical standards.
Yeah, we hear what you're saying. We hear the rhetoric and the words. What is your feeling about the fact that there's still that Justice Department probe into Hunter Biden for alleged connections to money laundering and tax evasion involving overseas business dealings? The person running the criminal division there, Matthew, and I have talked about this,
yep.
Is the former business partner, law firm partner to Hunter Biden's own attorney. So that's who the President Biden put in to run the criminal division at the DOJ, overseeing his own son's probe. So yeah, what's going to happen there?
Yeah, Liz, that relationship obviously is concerning, that somebody that was not only a law partner but worked cases with the head of the criminal division in private practice is representing Hunter Biden. But in this case, the U.S. attorney in Delaware is leading that investigation. There will be very few things a criminal division would need to be access to get permission to do. And in fact, if it's a tax case and tax evasion case, that's actually going to be handled, and the permissions and the approvals will be handled by the tax division, which is separate and distinct from the criminal division. So I know that relationship is concerning. We've talked about it before, as you mentioned, but I think ultimately this case against Hunter Biden is going to be in the dominion and control of the U.S. Attorney's Office, and they've kept that U.S. Attorney on who is leading that investigation.
All right, Matthew Whitaker, thanks for the update there. It's good to see you. Come back soon, okay?
Yes, for sure, Liz.